Welcome again to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have 3 United States coins from the year 1976. The Bicentennial coins, you can see these are all United States of America. Down here there's a $quarter. Underneath it's a $half, and underneath it's a $1 coin. So let's take these coins individually. And what happened was in 1976, the United States decided to make coins for the 200th anniversary of their independence. This 25-cent coin features a drummer drumming, and you can see the 2 drumsticks and the drum. Around the outside it says United States of America, and I love that small "of" there. What an interesting little touch. It says $quarter at the bottom. Down here, right under the drummer's left arm, we see that it says JLA. This is JLR. AHR is his name, and he designed the back. So this is a Patriot drummer. There are 13 stars around the victory torch, and it says over here E pluribus unum. It is a reeded edge, and you can see the copper coming through, and that means that this is not a silver coin. Now, these coins were produced in silver proof sets, and those are very valuable and very expensive. We get to the front, and we can see the 1776 to 1976 underneath George Washington. It's facing left. It says, "In God we trust" here, and "liberty" across the top. These coins are a copper nickel clad copper. So the inside's copper and the outside's a copper nickel mix. This one was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, so it has no mint mark, and there were 810 million produced. So it's worth a quarter. It was worth a quarter then. It's worth a quarter now, even though it is a bicentennial quarter. Now, when we look at the 2 quarters, you see where the mint mark would be, and that would be the D. So that's a Denver Mint. The Denver Mint, they made 860 million. The next coin in our stack was the, oops, we better reduce the magnification a little bit here, was the $half. And so the 1976 $half says United States of America on the top, and another nice touch where they went right around the steeple and let the steeple interrupt the states. So this is Independence Hall in Philadelphia, where the Constitution was signed. On the left it says 200 years of freedom, Independence Hall on the bottom, and E pluribus unum on the side. And right underneath on the side, we see that there are some engraver's initials here also, SGH. So this is Seth G. Harrington, who engraved the back of this coin. And guess how many stars there are here? As you remember, there were 13 around the torch, and now there are 13 at the bottom here, just above the $half. And on this side, though, we see that we have John F. Kennedy facing to the left. It says "In God" on one side, "We trust" on this side, 1776 to 1976, and "Liberty" across. The $half were also produced at Philadelphia and Denver. There were proof sets produced in San Francisco, and the proof coins are worth about $4. These silver coins are worth more than that, and this particular coin is worth a little bit more than a $half. In somewhat better condition than this. If you got to very fine to extra fine, you'd start talking about $1 for this coin. So it's not a huge value still, but more than its face value. Then we come to the last of the 3 coins, and this is United States of America $1 coin. If we go way up in high on this one, we see that we can actually see the Liberty Bell. We can actually read what it says. And it says up here, it says United States of America, thereof Lev 25 VX proclaim, House of Philada, by or pass stow Philada MDCCLIII. So essentially what's going on here is you've got it goes all around the bell what it says, but you can only read part of it. So you got this kind of broken English sentence because the rest of it is on the other side of the bell. Now down here it says pass and stow Philadelphia in the year. This is who made the actual Liberty Bell. And we look beyond the Liberty Bell and we see, well, there's the moon in the background. So this was a coin that was made to celebrate the U.S.'s trip to the moon, which occurred, I believe, in 1969. Still one of the symbolic feats of this generation and maybe any generation, the trip to the moon. Over here we see it says E pluribus unum. Down here, if we go way in low, We see there's a DRW for Dennis R. Williams right next to the clapper for the bell. Across the top it says United States of America. Now there are two different versions of this coin, so be aware of that, and you can take a look for them. When they first started minting this coin, the United States of America flattened out on the coins, and that was called Type 1 coin. So you lost these little curly Q's at the ends and the little points here. See how these are kind of pointed? This is the second, or Type 2 of the coin. What happened was about halfway through the run of these coins, Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the Philadelphia Mint, went and said, look, the words are flattening out. We'd like to do a little bit of a redesign. And according to PCGS.com, they agreed to do a different design and did what they call now the thin lettering Type 2. And that's what this particular one is, because when they did this lettering, it didn't mash down as much. So if you're going to collect these dollar coins, look for both the thick lettering and the thin lettering. And of course, always look for the silver version of these coins, but you should not see it in circulation because it's so valuable. In this $1 coin, if we flip it over, we see that it's a Philadelphia Mint coin. It says Liberty across top. It's President Eisenhower facing to the left this time. So the presidents we've had are Washington quarter, Kennedy half, and Eisenhower dollar. In God we trust, and then under here, 1776 to 1976. Just the dot in between. So this coin at the Philadelphia Mint, there were 113 million of them made. This one, $2 or over, probably as much as $3 to get it. If you can get it cheaper than $2, you're getting, I think, a pretty good deal. The block or flat lettering or Type 1 lettering is worth about $1 more than the thin lettering. And at the Denver Mint, same thing. They made 21 million Ds, and so they're worth about $4 a piece. And with the thin lettering, they're worth about $2. And that's in very fine to extra fine condition. They also made proofs of all of these coins at the San Francisco Mint, and those are much, much, much more valuable in the $6 to $7 range. But if you have a proof, you'll know, because it won't look like this. You put the pen on top of it, you'll be able to see the pen in the coin. They just shine them up and they buff them. All right, that's all we have today for our Bicentennial coin collection. Flip them all over so we can see the backs again. And if you have any comments, please leave them in the comments section. Would like to subscribe to our channel, we'd love to have you. Have a great day from DC Coin World International Coin Channel.